Notoriously Poor Choices is an adult RPG playthrough podcast that may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
The same table?
Yes, the same table, the one in the middle. Or no, you went to the furthest table.
No, we both ended up in the whatever table we were at. I think it was the middle table because we botched our perception checks to get out of the.
Yeah, both of y'all tumbled right under the same thing.
Yeah,
super sneaky, not super perceptive.
Yeah.
Barnabus went to the bathroom, and he was in the last stall for like 30 minutes, and they heard 15 people come in and out. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to read through it all. We talked about dining and dashing because we didn't have a lot of money. The waiter took our orders. Sorry, hold on. Barnabus asked about Jack and Fox, and I think they said that they had a Jack Fox that was there 12 weeks ago, but no one under the name Jack Blackcroft or Fox. We ended up going to room number 7, and Q borrowed Fierce's vision and went under the guardrail.
Crawling along the walls.
Yes, and then you all the walls and went through room by room. Several of the rooms were empty. There was a arranged marriage that was going on, and then other people who were trying to recreate an invitation or forge an invitation, what we believe. Quinner had a strong desire to fly, and then we determined that Jack and Fox were not there. We needed to get an invitation. I also have notes about John Benet bringing us our drinks. AKA Johnny Thin.
Jonathan.
Yes. I have mentioned that Ferdinand and Quinner both got a lot of gold pieces because of their tea that they drank. And then there was risky information about the Red Widow Theater. They shut down the main street every day for the Masquerade Ball. And if you were anyone important, you were there at the Masquerade Ball. We needed to find a place to sleep for the night. And then Ferdinand ended up climbing out of the window, and no one saw him.
My pride was broken.
Yeah, he went down the alleyway, and he went to hide. And then we ended up paying 30 gold for the water, the mead, the teas, smoke, and gratuity. We went to the Red Widow Theater, or we're trying to stay somewhere near-ish. We didn't actually go there yet. And then we talked to Matilda to tell her that Eddie sent us. He mentioned a secret box hotel close by the RWT, which is the Red Widow Theater. Sorry, I'm still trying to read through everything. We went to Eddie's establishment. He had a giant statue of a spider there. It was red with a black hourglass shape. everyone started making their way out of town, and Ferdinand and Gerty tried to pickpocket an invitation. We both got one with a +1 guest. We examined it, and it had magical properties, so we were going to try to get into the ball tonight. We don't know if they're real or if they're fake, or even if, one is real and one is fake. I remember we had discussed possibly talking about having a backup plan or a plan B in case one of the invitations or both of the invitations were not real. We were going to try to go to the Masquerade Ball that night because we were afraid with the magical properties that the invitation changes every day. So, we didn't want to have to wait another day to either find another forged invitation or try to find a real one and not be able to tell the difference. That's what I remember. My recap.
Cool. Anyone have anything else they want to add or subtract or alter?
That was literally everything I remembered and then some. So.
I'll say, I know we got blazed off a hookah while we were at the Beehive.
It wasn't hookah.
It wasn't hookah.
It was like a bee smoke.
Yeah, it was like a smoke.
We got smoked out.
Got smoked
Hot
out.
boxed.
No, so I remember we were in the crawly roundy thing. There were some people trying to make an invitation. There was the arranged marriage going on. There was a couple that didn't seem like they were doing a whole lot. They were just there.
Vibing.
Yeah. And then there was one other that I can't really remember what it was, but I do distinctly remember there were like four things of something happening.
There was one person waiting for someone with a solid white mask. There was one person in the room who was waiting
Yes.
on their business partner.
Right. That's the only thing that I really remember.
We each gave Eternal, the skeleton man from the boat, something meaningful to us.
That's right, because we got there on the boat. Yep.
Which Ferdinand gave a string from his favorite sweatshirt or shirt. Quinner.
Honestly, that was a session I wish we could have recorded on because that would have been a fun session just to listen back to.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. Quinner basically said that he was going to go find his own way, and then the boatman said, "That's good enough." And then let him on. Trying to remember what everybody else gifted.
I gave a necklace
Yeah.
that was my first steal from Aunt Fanny, like my first dog.
And Barnabus gave the cloak of billowing that he got from
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog.
Yep.
It's good.
Kermit the
That was a good one.
So we're on our way to the fair.
Yeah.
Masquerade.
Masquerade.
I will say this much out of the recap. I don't think you guys quite made it to the hotel. I
No.
think you guys
Yep.
pickpocketed and like, oh shit,
We have
tickets. Everyone decided to turn around and go.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. Well, and Quinner,
Close to the hotel. We saw it.
Go ahead, Brittany.
I was saying, not Quinner, sorry. Colton missed kind of the last part, but we filled him in before we left, and that's why we didn't make it to the Masquerade Ball yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because y'all stole stuff.
Yeah,
And we went, we got a shot. We're going in.
One shot.
Yeah.
One
Hey,
opportunity.
that's copyrighted?
We're not singing it. I'm saying words.
Oh, okay.
Also, we kind of noticed, everyone around here is kind of high end that we had run into so far. We were kind of going to the seedier part of town, but everyone here was very, high society.
They're also all wearing masks.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
So,
Also, depending on how you use it, it could be fair use.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So.
But I don't know the rules around it, so I'm not going to mess with it.
also, apparently D&D has an infinite gold glitch in it where you can just order a tea and then make more money than you spent on it.
who knows if that has side effects later.
You know, if you told me that my teeth would rot out, but I'd be able to spit gold for any time I want, and just for drinking this tea, I'd still do it because I can get dentures.
Your teeth would rot out, but the teeth that fall out are made of solid gold.
Yeah,
Midas
Done.
touch, but inside out.
Oh,
worth.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna jump back into the Met Loop.
spit a hunk of gold at some
You are wandering the crowded streets in your masquerade attire. There are also fellow civilians in masquerade attire making their way to the chateau. So, the big, but pretty predominant building, very central of town, like manor. If you've ever seen, oh god, I don't know if all of you have seen the Count of Monte Cristo.
No.
Nope.
Okay, one of you. Panic.
I'm familiar with what castles look like, so.
It's not quite a castle. It's like a really elaborate manor.
I'm familiar with what plantation houses look like.
That's,
You know,
yeah.
Maybe like Batman's house.
Yeah.
Like
For a
the
more
PC
modern,
version.
for a more modern example, Batman's.
I have
house
money.
before they
I have
caught it
big
on
house.
fire.
Yeah.
But the reason why I was relating to or referring to the Count of Monte Cristo was he throws a very elaborate party where there's like hot air balloons and acrobatics tumble out of the hot air balloons. He arrives.
Oh,
in
at
a
the Great
hot-
Gatsby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, very
Also,
elaborate.
dear listener, if you're listening to this on Patreon sometime in the far-flung future, I want this to serve as proof that we have not learned anything. I'm marking this in the sand. We have put just as much planning into this part of it, of this way that we're doing this thing, as we have in any other plan that we have executed as a D&D team up until this point. It was, all right, we're gonna spend 2 hours making the plan, and then one thing is going to change, and all of that's going right out the window.
You know, I was going
Into
to
the thing.
argue with you, but then
But you
I
realized I
thought
was
about
right.
every past plan we've ever
Yep.
made.
Here's the thing.
Stuck to the plan on the werewolves.
That's true.
Yeah, we did.
Kind of.
Kind of. Sorta.
Before, but we mostly stuck to it.
Make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, forget about the
To
plan.
be fair, that plan also had 2 steps. Go and cause as much ruckus as possible,
Poison the werewolf
and
run away.
mop up the remains. So as long as the plan doesn't go over 2, we're great.
So, sorry, when we start doing video recordings, if we get to that, this is where Colton pauses the video like Markiplier does,
Yep.
and he's like, dear listeners, you see this statement right here? That was wrong.
But we're going to operate under the assumption that it was right for the next hour. So continue to beat your head into the wall as you're listening.
So
You're welcome.
Our poor future editor. Okay. So, anyway.
Sorry, Eric.
So, like I was saying, big elaborate party. There are elaborate cast iron gates in front with several masks. Like, you can't even tell what sort of humanoid they are. But very, like, elaborate, intricate designed tuxes that are very tailor-made with, like, circling designs all over them. And then, like, full masks with spiraling horns coming from the mask. Looking at tickets and letting some people in, sending some people back. The line almost wraps into this street because not everyone has immediately rushed the line. So, it is up to you and your party to determine whether you want to immediately hop in line, what plan B is, and what you're going to do.
So where is the chateau actually located town-wise? Like, is there...
Center of town.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's a big town square, and this is smack dab.
Yeah.
Okay,
Front and center. If you're anybody and everybody, you're going to want all the attention on you.
gotcha. Are there any buildings taller than it in the nearby vicinity?
The only building that would be taller than it would be the clock tower, but it is about 2 blocks away.
Okay, all right. So if we do need a plan B, we can at least get a vantage point into the place to see what's going on. But who has the? You said we had invitations. Who has those?
Yes. I have one. And Ferdinand will pull out from his pocket an invitation.
And
And then look to Gerty.
Can I take a look at those since I saw the one being copied and
Yeah.
try to figure out if these are real or fake?
Let me. Ooh, I will give you a choice.
I don't like that. Decisions in my role-playing game?
Are you kidding me? Let me see yours.
No!
Oh, God.
Let me see your character sheet so I can pick 2 things you're bad at.
You can either roll Insight or Arcana.
Okay. I will definitely do insight.
It's not that I wanted to see what you were bad at. It is that I just got off of a hellish 8-hour workday and I'm going to DM for 3 hours.
12.
12? Looks very...
On insight.
On Insight?
Yeah.
From what you can tell, and remember,
Yeah.
you've been really busy, like, amazed at the fact that you can spit up coins.
Yeah.
You became like a humanoid slot machine. So what you can recall from what you saw through the spider's eyes, it looks similar. I mean, it's passable, but you're not 100% sure if it's accurate. But then again, you've also only been in the town for what?
That's fair.
2-3 hours at this point? So.
Sure.
Are you cold? You want to turn that up?
Yeah.
Decided not to bring my jacket up. It's kind of warm. And
No, I've been freezing here today too. Like I turned my heater on in my office today. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I can hear myself think. Turn
my
it back on.
computer
It's
acts
scary.
like a heater. And I never notice it because I'm never not the one playing on it. And it's under the desk to the right. But the other day, Aaron was on it, and I was sitting by it, and I was like, "Man, this thing's kind of blowing toasty air."
It's a built-in feet warmer.
So.
What? Okay. Is the line moving very regularly, or does it look like it's stalled up?
I mean, it's stalled up because they're checking like each individual ticket, but it's not like wrapped around like blocks at this point. Like it's getting longer the more you sit here and look at the tickets. Think Comic-Con line.
I think we have either jump in line now or we cut it.
I'm fine with line. Yeah.
It's good in the line now.
Okay.
So, you make your way to the line. You are hopping in line right at the corner of where it would turn into the next block.
Okay.
You hear whisperings amongst the people in front of you and behind you. Just vague murmurs of, I don't know what tonight's going to hold. I'm so excited. Maybe we'll get to dance with her tonight. Who knows? And then you have other murmurs considered, like, in amongst around the talk that is happening as the line is slowly stepping forward is, did I do a good enough job? Does it actually look like this ticket? Like, maybe tonight will be the night I actually get to be somebody.
Is that behind us?
You're not sure.
Oh, okay.
All
So.
the tickets are fake. It's just how good of a fake ticket can you make?
Yeah.
So.
Where's my clipboard when I need one?
So the line slowly ticks on. As it keeps moving forward, you can watch the sun just starting to get lower and lower into the night. About 5 people in front of you. You can hear the voices talking to each person as they say ticket, and it is an amalgamation of different voices all talking at the same time. So you can't like actually pinpoint anything about these people that are the guards. Ticket.
I hold out my ticket.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to start saying what you do there. Congratulations.
I'm such like a physically expressive person. This is
Otherwise,
not
Colton's
useful.
favorite phrase is going to be, "Dear valued listener."
Until we start like with cameras in here,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to say what you're doing.
Okay, I hold out my ticket.
Okay. He picks it up and hands it to the person beside him. And this person is shorter than him, has a half white and half black mask. Almost like the yin and yang. Like the symbols on the white side are black, the symbols on the black side are white. One long feather in the middle that is split down the middle, black and white on the opposite side. And very female presenting. Looks it over and then they can come in.
I take Barnabus with me.
Okay.
And I go to
Um,
my ticket.
Okay. Again, she looks at it, peering at it. Sorry, we're looking at the notification that Steven just sent. Will you message her and let her know that she can hop on the Discord call? And for the sake of the matter, we'll say that your ticket, Brittany, has a +2. That way we can get you guys all inside.
All right.
She looks it over. They can come in.
You have no idea how nervous I was about the second ticket.
Right?
I was like, okay, the first one made it. Now the second one is where the shoe drops.
Yep. And you get to find it that way. And, yep.
Gerty was ready to like jump through legs and take off running if she had to.
I love that this is your first D&D campaign and you are pulling out all the stops. This is my favorite
It's
thing.
amazing.
So you are escorted, the wrought iron gates open. And it's weird. Like you pass through the threshold of where the gates would be, and what you were expecting to see when you were on the outside looking in is not what is present at all. There are big, elaborate flyers and banners waving in the breeze. There's like bubbles and glitter that are just continuously flowing and filtering through the air but never hitting the ground. There are jesters, people on stilts, acrobatics, and then you have everyone who is dressed up in mask and ball gowns, waltzing back into the manor itself and greeting the doorman, who has a very plain face mask and is just in a continuous bow. The pathway in front of you is a rug that is violet in nature, just continuously up the stairs into the manor itself. Your hedges on either side are shapes of like hearts and circles and squares. It's very elaborate and overdone, but not overdone in the sense that it's gaudy. More so just impressive that it's been kept up this way. And this is something that happens each night. You make your way up the marble steps into the actual doorway of the manor, and it opens up into this very elegant ballroom with crystal chandeliers, gold embossed furniture, plush velvet seats, and very ballroom music as people are already dancing and spinning circles on the floor in such a mesmerizing circular pattern. There is elaborate tables of hors d'oeuvres and food and punch. People are just enjoying themselves. The mannerisms are very proper. You don't really see anyone do anything out of line, out of step.
Is there somewhere that I can hide?
First things.
First things first, I would like to find a dark corner where nobody can see me for just a second.
First things first, I'm a rogue. There are several different spots you can hide. I will say that the tables that have the punch and the hors d'oeuvres are white, that thick white linen cloth.
Mm-hmm.
You can hide in what looks to be like a closet where coats are being set in.
Does there look like there are like servants or butlers handing food out, like hors d'oeuvres or anything?
Yeah, you have the occasional people with the trays just walking around, offering them to people who are standing around not dancing.
Okay, what I want to do is like find a place to hide real quick and use my hat of disguise to come out looking like staff.
Okay. Roll stealth if you're trying to do this stealthily.
Yes.
Okay.
19.
19. Easily enough, you slip under one of the hors d'oeuvre tables. Very unseen. Manage to put your disguise on.
Yeah.
Tell me what you are disguising yourself as.
Do there look like they're like halflings or gnomes or people of the small variety all serving? Or do they all look medium / tall humans-ish?
They look about average humanoid height.
Okay,
So-
then I will make myself as tall as I am capable of becoming with the hat of disguise.
Okay.
I just want to look like a John Doe in a suit that they have.
Okay.
Not stand out at all. So yeah, that's the goal.
Okay. Easily enough. Sorry, I'm getting the music changed.
Mhm.
There you go. You basically turn into a human race. Very, very plain features, easily a forgettable face. Costumes mimic the servants pretty easily. It's very traditional, like black tie outfit and then a half white mask.
And I will come up next to Barnabus, Gerty, and Quinner and be like, "Hello there."
Oh, sorry, we just ate.
I wink.
I'm just looking at Barnabas like, is that normal? Quinner is also like very obviously out of his element, like back super rigid, arms at sides, like trying to look as proper as possible. It looks like a kid dressed up in a suit for like Easter Sunday for the first time. He's like, I don't know what to do. I just know to be like as stiff as possible.
I would say you can roll deception or performance.
Okay.
It's me, Ferdinand.
That is a 19.
Okay. You feel so very is it performance or deception?
Probably performance.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel so very uncomfortable at this moment. This is not what you're used to. But with how you're acting, no one can tell. Like, even your companions, like, this isn't. You've done this before, haven't you? Like, you are.
No.
You feel so in place.
No, God, no.
It's me, Ferdinand.
Oh! Wow, that's really good.
Thank you.
It's like really good.
I look like one of them, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm gonna go serve some food and see if I can get some hot goss.
Good luck, don't die.
I will proceed to grab a random silver plate that I find off a table, probably. Put some food on it, and then start walking to different guests.
Performance or deception, your choice.
Okay. 18.
Easily enough, you find a tray that had been set down on one of the hors d'oeuvre tables. It looks like it may have just been set there just recently and managed to scoop it up, put some stuff on there, and walk around.
Now I'm waiting for any hot goss about who her is.
Who her is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm specifically trying to see who the main lady, apparently, of the night is.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I think Quinner wants to kind of scope the area. And he's looking for someone who's either trying to draw way less attention than anybody else or trying to draw way more attention than everyone else.
Roll.
He's basically looking for the min and max on the box chart of this party.
Roll perception.
Oof. 9.
Okay. It is.
2.
Your performance is so good, but it is because you are so overwhelmed by how elaborate an event this is. Like, you're used to the hustle and bustle of a busy street, the sewers. You're used to dealing with, like, rodents and animals. Putting you in a room full of people and having to behave properly is so overwhelming to you, Quinner.
Is my actual worst nightmare.
You really want to be anywhere else but here. So trying to decipher what proper behavior is to be had in such a hustle and bustle of high society is literally like trying to find a needle in a needle stack.
Yeah.
You're not sure what normal is. You just know that you're trying to be on your best behavior and not get called out. Barnabus, what are you doing?
I would like to stand like near some of the food tables. And I'd like to simultaneously try to listen in on conversations while keeping an eye on Ferdinand.
Okay. Are you standing near Quinner, or are you guys kind of like grouping together, or are you trying to
if I
divide
can
and conquer?
stay near Quinner?
I don't think I would go like anywhere that wasn't next to you because you are my only point of reference at this point.
Okay. So you're both standing and just snacking.
Barnabus, what do we do?
Keep your eyes out for anything out of the ordinary, and
What's ordinary?
well, how things are right now is ordinary. If there's anything that seems extraordinary,
There's like 3 pops from Quinner's back as like joints that have not straightened in years are suddenly straightened. Like, is this what people do at high society parties all the time?
I don't know, but I'm assuming since nobody's screaming or anything, this is fine.
The bar is so low.
That's fair. This is the least amount of screaming that we've ever gone to a place with.
Okay. So you're trying to listen for what exactly again?
Anybody's conversations where they seem to be talking about, I don't know, anything important, like not small talk.
Okay.
People
all right.
talking about other specific people or specific things.
Okay. So you're listening for her. You're listening for small talk of importance.
No, specifically not small talk.
Well, like
Yeah.
I say
that.
small. Yeah, I say small talk in the sense of high society gossip of importance. Which, if you've ever been to a high society kind of situation thing, like it is literally the bullshit of small talk.
I'd say I'm keeping an eye out for somebody whispering to somebody else, stuff like that.
Okay. So someone trying to keep it on the down low. No. Okay. Gerty.
Are there tables or anything like set up where people are talking like exclusively or anything?
Kind of like lounging and talking?
Yes, maybe with a drink in the hand or anything.
I'll say there's a couple like cocktail table situations set up. There's not many because this is one of those like you can either be standing and eating the hors d'oeuvres and drinking, or you can be dancing. So
Okay.
I'll say there's like maybe 3 tables set up near you.
How crowded is the dance floor?
Very.
How loud is the music?
It's fairly loud. Like it's not too overbearing to where you can't have and hold a conversation with someone, but it is definitely loud enough that if you were trying to whisper something, someone wouldn't really hear it very clearly.
Okay. I think Gertie is going to go to the dance floor and try to do a little bit more pickpocketing and see if she can find any like clues or anything that could lead them to finding Jack and Fox.
Face.
Okay.
Put that face away.
I thought about pickpocketing too.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Gertie is going down that route
Okay.
because I chose the other route.
Okay.
And very good
Brittany,
hand.
we'll come back to that. We're gonna go back to.
Oh no.
We're gonna come to Ferdy.
Okay.
Ferdinand, roll me perception and performance.
So for perception, we have. Ooh, that's just an 8. For performance, it's a 12.
Okay. Who's gonna be my victim? Who's gonna be my victim? Get the bag of dice out. Who's gonna be my victim? Open.
Not me.
I don't like that.
I like the jingle bell dice. You're one of my favorites. Wish I had a whole set of jingle bell dice. Okay. So, in disguising yourself as a servant, you didn't really pay attention to how the servants are acting.
Right.
So you're going from like group to group almost aggressively at this point. Hors d'oeuvre? Food? Something? To which they're kind of giving you a side eye of, no, thank you, though, and walking away. So you're drawing a lot of attention to yourself.
Do I notice that I'm drawing attention to myself?
I will say you can roll perception on yourself.
Okay.
Ba, ba, ba.
13.
I mean,
Because if I don't notice that people are looking at me, I'm gonna keep going.
yeah, I mean, you just think this is normal.
Okay, I keep going.
Good. So because you're being so aggressive, you're not really picking up on any conversation of importance regarding information that you want. You're really trying to just fit in. To which one of the other servers like glides up to you. What are you doing?
My job.
No. You are to be seen and not heard. You are not to move to groups. They are to move to you. If she sees you acting like this, you do not want that wrath.
Ferdinand will not respond and instead straighten up and just hold his plate out.
That is better. Do not make me warn you again.
What does this person look like?
Black suit and tie and a half white mask. Very elven in nature. Very, very dark skin.
When they're probably just going to do their job. Can I just keep an eye on them? Just track them for the end of the party and see if I can just keeping an eye on him for now.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah, for sure. As soon as they see you kind of straighten up and just chill the fuck
Yeah.
out, they glide back to where they were, refill their tray, and then glide into another area. And just now stopping and looking to see what the other servers are doing. They're not approaching people.
Oh no.
They're standing there and going to group areas. Like, they're going to a very populated, like, area where people are standing and just waiting for someone to take food off the tray. Once the tray is emptied, they go back to the tables, they restock, and put, like, dishware underneath where you see the dishware just disappear.
Okay.
So,
You are
In
human
that case,
furniture.
I
Yeah.
will copy that pattern
okay. Roll me your performance.
with advantage because I know what I'm doing this time.
Straight roll.
12.
So it's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
You're not used to standing this straight, so you're like twitching a little bit and having to stretch every so often, but it's better than what you were doing.
All right. I'll accept that.
Okay. Barnabas, roll me perception. Man, you guys are on the ball today. It's very
We are nothing if not consistent.
consistent. So you, standing there, you hear a lot of gossip of, oh, she wore that outfit today? Green and pink do not go together in those shades. That is scandalous. Like, she looks like an upset fruit. You catch wind of someone saying, well, Fox said something about this and we should go find them. But you don't quite catch who said it. You don't see them. It was just something you heard, and you start kind of looking around, and there's too many people, too many faces. It's too populated for you to pinpoint who said that.
I think maybe, Quinner, we should do some walking around. Because Ferdinand's just standing there now.
Okay. Sure.
Have you been rigid this entire time?
Just about.
Okay.
Like Quinner has probably been like,
You should drink some water.
you know, like the really bad animatronics that you see at cheap
Chuck
theme
E.
parks, where like they have like a set motion range that they do. Quinner has probably been doing that behind Barnabas, trying to be as inconspicuous as possible. Like, he looks around enough that if someone looked at him twice in 5 minutes, it'd be like, oh, he's moved.
Roll deception.
Damn it. No. 7.
Okay. As you're talking to Quinner, there's a very her gown is a deep violet with sapphire accents all over it, and she kind of walks up to you. Her mask is that of like a crescent moon with like a black eyelet cover over here to not take away from the embellishment of the moon pattern. Well, I've not seen you before.
Give her a little curtsy bow.
And she curtsies back.
Barnabus Blackcroft.
It's a pleasure. Elaine Moonchild.
It's a lovely name.
Thank you. Is it your first night at the Masquerade?
It is.
You must be quite a fellow. And she kind of looks down at you, Quinner. And you also must be quite a fellow if you've managed to attend the Masquerade. Only of people of great importance make it this far into the doors.
Seems like a nice event.
It's a spectacular event each night. Pray tell, why are you here tonight and not any other night?
Kind of trying to look over to see if Ferdinand's paying attention to us at all.
Would I notice this?
You roll perception.
I'll try.
Is Gerty there with us too?
Currently.
Okay, I just want to make sure I have my bearings.
That's
Don't worry,
an
everybody
11.
is. We're consistent.
You see people over there by them.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, on your own.
We were in town looking for some acquaintances of ours.
Are you trying to be devious and deceiving, or are you trying to...
I wouldn't say deceiving.
I'll say nothing.
I
you
was
said was a
leaving
lie.
out some information,
Okay.
but telling the truth.
I mean, you're not
clearly.
lying, but like you're not like fully giving your whole story.
I think that's more like coy high society. Like, I'll give you just
Yeah.
enough to be interesting, so that you have to ask me more.
Oh, you're looking for some acquaintances. When do they... I mean, have they lived here their entire life, or are they also just passing through?
I haven't seen them in a while. I was told they had come to town, and I believe they may have been here for quite some time.
Well, anyone who's anybody is known by our gracious host. Or they've seen the three godmothers on the outskirts of town. It's very rare for us to get new visitors of high society standards. Most people can't afford to stay for very long.
Can I roll an insight check? It feels like, and I could be way up. It feels like she's saying more than she's saying.
Yeah, you can roll insight.
Okay. Oh, baby.
Is it a 12?
It's not 12. It's more. I had to keep remembering what I actually have proficiency in because I played
13.
It's 13. No, that's going to be a 23.
23. Interesting. What are you trying to get information-wise?
I want to know if the jig is up, or if the jig is up, I want to know, is she saying things to help us, or is she saying things to let us know that she has leverage on us?
Vibe check.
Yeah,
Said 23?
yeah. Do you know we're not supposed to be here? And if you do, what is your opinion of that fact?
She is very inquisiting on who you are because she's not seen you before.
Okay. We're new in town.
Yeah, you're the new eye candy. But she's also not 100% sure if you come from money. So she is testing the waters. So she doesn't necessarily know the jig is up,
Gotcha.
but she is, new people.
This is somebody who's found a new piece on the board and is trying to figure out is this a
Are we-
pawn or is this...
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's not a friend. That's a threat.
All right.
Hey, wait. What is the currency like there? How
Gold
is it money
coins.
wise? Okay, so what is considered value? I mean, what is considered like high society? How much?
Yeah, a lot. A lot. Like,
Based off
Whoa,
of
we got.
what was on the menu at kind of a nicer establishment, right? And based off of what we ordered and how much it cost, would we have an idea of like, okay, this is the bargain bin great value brand, and this is the luxury brand, and kind of what that range is?
you only went to one place, so
Right.
you are not sure.
Okay.
From what it looks like, though, when you were there, actually, real history.
Okay. That is a 12. Count them up.
Rolling with the 12s.
12. You from what
That's
you
a +1. All right, we take +1s in this house.
you recall that the establishment was packed,
Yes.
and you vaguely remember seeing that there had been several in and outs with the what are they called? My brain just went blank. Bus people,
Okay.
but no one got up.
Okay.
And when you went back through, you weren't really sure if it was the same people there or not. But it looked to be about the same amount of tables taken up.
Okay.
So we should have ordered more tea.
So that
And we spent 30 gold pieces for one round. Okay. So we are on a bit of the lower end. Okay. 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 Cool.
So you are not quite sure how much money is, but you know,
We ain't it.
yeah. So
Can you give me a refresher of the last thing that she said? Visiting the three godmothers, or you?
no, the hostess
Gotcha.
or got her attention.
Gotcha. It is quite possible that our name has traveled. We are fairly well known throughout the lands for our various deeds and accomplishments.
Throughout the lands, you say?
Yes.
Well, you said Barnabus. It's a very high society name. There are several Barnabuses in town. And what might your name be, small one?
Quinner Stone Bottle. Humble beginnings, but advantageous ends, hopefully.
Well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Quinner.
You as well. He's gonna give a bow that's probably stiffer than it needs to be, but is attempting to put on airs and hoping that Barnabas gets the message of we gotta play better.
And she gives a curtsy back. Well, Mr. Stonebottle, it is unfortunate for me to not have known your names, if you are so greatly known amongst the lands. News doesn't really travel anywhere besides up in high society, and I've not heard your names at the tea tables.
Count yourself fortunate then. If our names have not reached you, it means you've not had cause of our services.
Calls of service or not, still does not explain why you're here.
Maybe other people at this event have heard our names. Maybe it is not us that is unknown.
We shall see.
Have you seen a fox at this event tonight? Faux, as in a surname, not the animal.
Oh, I was going to say, have you not seen the masks? But clarification of a fox, as in surname. I've heard of several foxes. If he is back in town, I was not made aware. It'd be wonderful to meet with my silver-haired friend again. It looks like I need to discuss with my fellow Folly the news that I've just discovered and see what tea shall be spilt.
Well, if you hear anything about him, we would appreciate hearing it as well.
As far as spilt tea, may it always be hot and your cookies never crumbled.
That's where you're going with?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
And here's why. In an actual halfling house, that was like an actual genuine toast.
Yeah.
Quinner gets the vibe that is like me saying and go politely fuck yourself without saying it.
Yeah. She kind of just looks at you.
Yeah.
May your shortbread never melt in your tea. Where should I send word if I do decide to share my findings?
Where were we staying again, Quinner?
If he is at the party, simply let him know that we're seeking to meet with him.
He'll know the name Barnabus Blackcroft.
Very well. Mr. Blackcroft?
I like that that's such a subtle dig at her. I love that so much.
Mr. Blackcroft.
He'll know our name, even if you don't.
It's a pleasure, Mr. Blackcroft. Hopefully our paths will cross again.
The pleasure was all mine.
It's a stone bottle.
Ma'am?
She grabs a glass of wine and crosses the dance floor and disappears in the
I'm
crowd.
gonna throw up. How did I do?
You
We
did
dead?
fine.
I think we're dead. Are we dead?
Gerty, you said you were going to cross the dance floor and pickpocket.
I also want to kind of just look around to kind of visualize and see who all is here. Because maybe there are people here with other people who are not supposed to be here. So maybe we could use that to our advantage too.
Okay. I will say you can roll a perception check to see if there are imposters here that are acting kind of sus. I'm definitely going to date this video.
That reference is dated in the making of this video.
That's
what
fine.
do you mean?
Let me just. I'm dabbing right now.
Okay. Can you bring me a water bottle out? They're by the dining room table on the floor on the side closest to the back wall.
I got a 19.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. A 19. You spot two different groups of persons who are doing their best to blend in and are like lasered focused on watching the people dancing and like counting the steps and when to pivot and turn. Like they're trying to learn the dance on the floor so they can join in.
Two groups or just two people? Sorry.
Two different groups of people. There are about like 3 or 4 people in each group.
Okay. Is there anything else going on?
Now it's a lot of just people gathering around talking and dancing currently. This is still early on in the group,
Okay.
like arrival of people.
Where are the groups at as far as in the room? Like, are they to the left, to the right, in the back, front?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Where are the groups of people that are not that are just watching? Like on the dance floor. I mean,
They're not quite on the dance floor. They're to the side where groups of people are gathered talking. There, you have one kind of towards the back, towards the entrance, and then you have one group kind of halfway point
okay.
at like one of the order tables.
I think I'm gonna go to Gertie is gonna go to the right, and
Okay.
she's gonna kind of try to dance and kind of blend in. And because she is short, a lot of the other people are going to be kind of taller, and so maybe the people who are just watching, kind of like, on the sideline, won't see her. She's going to continue to dance until she gets kind of in the middle, and she's going to start kind of still dancing, but also feeling around, checking pockets, and also casually just slipping things into her pockets. So nothing is really in her hands if someone were to try to look. Like, as soon as she grabs for it, it's just going in her pocket. She's not looking to see what she's grabbing.
Okay. I will need a performance roll as well as a sleight of hand roll.
Okay, performance is 15. And sleight of hand, I also got a 15, but that's my expertise. So would that be 24?
Yep. Okay. You manage to, from what you can see, slide around the floor, mimicking the dance moves as best as you can. This dance is familiar to you. You're pretty sure that Aunt Fanny taught it to you when you were much younger, to try and blend into the high society groups that you would be left with to determine if children were magic or not.
Okay.
But it has been a few years since you have done so. And it's a little hard to do it without a partner. So you very gracefully bob and weave in between people, like you're wanting. It looks like you want to dance, but don't have a partner to do so. You manage to pickpocket 3 people successfully. You will get a solid gold pocket watch. 3 platinum pieces. And a love letter.
Ooh. Okay.
And then a small little box with a ring in it.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh
No!
my god. You've just ruined somebody's night.
That hurts so deep. That hurts so especially deep.
She doesn't even know what she's grabbing. She's just like grabbing things and shoving it in her pockets in her dress and all of her little scenes and stuff.
Scam on record.
Yep. No, I get it. But that's what you manage to grab before you get kind of to that point where you're reaching the group in the middle.
Okay. How far away is Ferdinand from me?
He is about 30 feet away from you.
Because you said that I'm not doing as well because I don't have a partner.
Yeah. But he's also disguised as a human waiter.
Oh, okay, that's right. Never mind. I think I'm going to leave the dance floor
Okay.
and kind of linger on the back wall, kind of away from people, but still kind of watching.
Okay.
But more so watching the people who aren't dancing.
Okay. Anything in particular that you're trying to gather from the people that aren't dancing?
Usually people who don't dance are there only for social gathering. And I kind of want to see who may walk up and try to talk to them.
Okay. Sorry, had to get a drink of water. You stand there for a really long time, and it looks like a lot of the groups that are talking together are groups that came in together, so they're not really a lot of like people approaching the groups yet. It's, for whatever reason, it feels like people are waiting. They're staying with their groups and waiting.
So we're all waiting for the Great Gatsby to come. We're all waiting for the Great Gatsby to show up.
Yep.
I wasn't holding my mic.
This is why Colton has a stand, because I would never remember to do that.
I guess.
Just hold it. It's okay.
I'm gonna 3D print me a stand.
Do it. That'd be cool.
I guess since I've been there a long time, I'm going to try to go back to the group or try to find someone and show them what I found. And then try to regroup up and take our next steps.
Okay. You can easily get to Barnabus and Quinner. When you approach them, they're a little bit freaked out.
I got it. I'm okay. I'm together. I'm fine. We're okay. We're all right.
What happened?
We had to talk to somebody.
Yeah. It's horrifying.
What was said?
That we're broke.
It was implied. And that our names are of no renown.
Yeah.
Well, look. And then I start reaching.
We've saved the world at least twice. The worlds were small, but they were worlds.
Look what I found on the dance floor. I've got,
You found it.
well, finders keepers. You know.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of that works.
Well, I like
Be such a
trinkets.
Boblin.
What does
We're going to die here.
the love letter say?
We didn't die in the
What languages can you read?
I can read. I didn't want to read it by myself.
Crazy con.
I can read, I guess, Common, Goblin, and then I don't know what Llama, SW, NW is, but I can also do Sylvian and Elvish.
That's light armor, medium armor, and simple weapons.
Okay, well, okay, so Sylvian and Elvish. Cut that out.
Thank you all for listening. That's the end of our podcast. We're done before we started. Have a great day.
Cut it out.
This is an actual play podcast.
Yeah. And by actually play, we mean we're actually going to mess up. You want quality content? There's subscription services for that shit. We're here to remind you there are people out here that are just as dumb as you are, and that should make you feel good.
So Sylvian and Elvish is what.
Sorry, I'm dying.
Editor, leave all this in. Leave all of it in.
Dying at this point. Okay. Llamas.
The only reason I knew that is because that's how I write it on my sheet, and I'm pretty sure that's how I told you to write it on your sheet.
No.
So the second you spelled it out, I was like, oh yeah.
Well, no. So I wrote my character sheet, and then we lost it somehow, and so you had started writing up my character sheet, and then I finished it.
Yes, so I did it.
Yeah.
This is all my fault.
Can we make that the goblin slang?
Absolutely.
This llamas.
Llama.
Lamas remember. WMW doesn't make actual sounds. I'm sorry.
Okay, so unfortunately, you cannot read the love letter that you have pickpocketed.
Can anyone else in our group that is with us? So,
I love how you don't even look at, like, you're not even suggesting your language.
I got a halfling, druidic, sylvan, and elvish.
It's all is written down.
You should be able to speak at least one more language.
I don't think I ever selected it.
The language he selects is whatever it's written in. There we go. Spin the wheel.
I
So
speak
you-
Elvish.
You can now speak deep speech for some reason.
Hey, listen, that's my favorite one to pick because
know.
when you say, "Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can speak deep speech," and a DM just looks at you and you're like, "Why?" And you're like, "Because I knew it would be relevant one day." Well,
That's
there
exactly
goes
what
my
you would
plan.
say if you didn't know how to say.
you just sounded like.
That's going to sound amazing.
I can't wait.
I know.
I'm gonna set as my ringtone.
Oh my god. I'll clip it
I need
for
that
you.
sound bite like isolated.
I will. I'll do it just for you.
What'd you say, Brittany?
Nothing.
Okay.
Does halfling, elvish, or druidic get there?
Nope.
Damn it. Well, I'm out of ideas.
So you're not sure what language the love letter is written in. You just know you can't read it.
Yeah.
Does it look like anyone, like, does the crowd look like they're looking in a specific direction for something to, no?
Nope.
So we've already looked to see if like someone is like conspicuously isolated. And with her coming back and kind of like filling us in of like, okay, everyone's in their social groups. Is there anyone very like overtly social?
Oh yeah, there's several people overtly social.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like people are expecting a grand entrance anywhere?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. I want to keep an
That
eye
or
out
they
for
don't
that.
know.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, it happens every night, but they're not sure what to expect. You heard that outside in the lines.
Oh, okay.
So even the people that have been here a couple times
Don't know when.
don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Does it look like anything magical? I mean, like anything that is not really supposed to be there, but
Why are you rolling dice? Stop. Stop.
is kind of like standing out a little bit more than the things
Just roll
around
4
it.
dice. 5.
What you okay? Say
Like,
is there anything
is it
out
like
there?
an art piece or anything like that that could like be maybe a secret doorway or something behind it or anything like that that could lead us to them?
Not where you're at. Like looking, since you guys have walked around the ballroom a bit more, you do have your like ice sculpture table of like a tiefling and an elf dancing together, in masks. You have very large windows that like you can see on the grass that there are people like gathering outside as well and socializing and dancing around. You also see that there is a back door that is opened to like a balcony area sort of thing. But there's no pictures. It's just all really large windows.
Okay.
And like really nice like drapery for window coverings.
Does it seem like this is the only area the party is in? Not our party, like the party.
I just
Like outdoor.
Yeah, like does
just narrated that there are people out on the grass talking and dancing.
okay, but are there other like rooms that it seems like people are going into, or is it mostly concentrated here?
From what you can tell, it's mostly concentrated here, but you've not tried to leave this room, so.
That's true.
I suggest we.
Start a riot.
Yes.
Peace and quiet.
That's my right.
Burn it all down.
I don't want to like split up, but maybe like go in groups. That way it doesn't look, suspicious. A large group of.
More dice rolling.
Can I just take a lap around the room and see if like any particular people stand out? Or if I notice, like walking the perimeter of the room, if I notice anything that looks out of place.
Yeah, you can. Like,
Remember, we did get a piece of intel a minute ago when we heard that Fox
Was here.
silver-haired.
Or had, yeah. So we can assume that they're talking about the right person, or the same person.
And to
Yeah.
look for somebody with silver hair.
Yeah. Because he had silver hair when we last saw him, right? Yes?
I couldn't remember.
I think he had white hair or silver hair, one of the two.
history check.
God damn.
But that was also
No, that's
when
right.
Barnabas was a kid.
I am.
Are you?
Or we just
Well, not in
that
space,
Mark
but
doesn't hate.
I'm smart.
I will remind you that Ferdy is nowhere near you to know this information.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I got 12.
Beautiful. 13?
14 plus... Oh, I do 15.
So when you were in your childhood memory, he did not have gray hair yet. He had black hair with strands of silver.
That's what I thought. I
Okay.
just wasn't 100%.
Silver.
It's been a couple. It's been decades though.
What's
so.
really the difference between silver and gray anyway?
I mean,
Whether you get done artificially or not.
whoa now. Whoa now.
What? That's a thing.
Well, you can, like your hair when it goes gray,
Shrug.
can be a little bit more...
Yeah. It's how much actual pigment is in the hair of the gray versus like.
My gray hairs are silver
We are
gray.
not opening this door.
Yeah.
Not on the first recording.
Hi everybody. So what you missed the last time was we had a very long, in-depth
Last
conversation.
two
What
times.
constitutes a butt? Please weigh in on the comments because we need the engagement.
Oh my god. What constitutes a butt and where is a spider's butt? You have to add that context to it.
Give us 5 stars. We don't care what you say. Please just put where you think the butt stops and starts.
You can just make a poll.
Smash like. and hit subscribe.
Don't forget to hit that like button and smash subscribe.
Make sure to ring that bell like you want to ring our necks for saying all of this.
But we said it.
Yep.
I'll
too
like,
late.
I'll subscribe, but I will never
Hit
hit
the
the
bell.
bell.
I
Yeah, me either.
refuse. I have channels that I never hit the bell on. I still get
Notifications
Yeah.
for? Yeah, yeah. It's because you're subscribed.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you've already rang that bell.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
so, you want to take a lap, see if there's anything unusual.
Yes.
Are you going by yourself?
I'm gonna go take a lap. If anything goes wrong, it won't. Okay, bye.
That's so Quinner.
Famous last words.
I'll just turn into a rat and run back.
I've been keeping an eye on the elvish-ish person. Have they been doing much?
They've been doing the same shit they've been doing this entire time.
Okay, cool. Just keeping. Do they look like they're expecting? Like, do they look expectant in any way?
Well, they're not pregnant, so
Expectant, not expecting.
No, like
no. They, from what you can tell, it's a very like they have their instructions to do what they're supposed to and be a certain way.
okay.
They have not looked back at you since they came over to talk to you.
I've probably been staring at them a little too much.
It seems a little stalkery, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
But also, if your whole point is to like stand straight and look ahead, you're probably okay.
But they haven't like been preparing anything else, just the tray. Okay.
So, taking a lap.
Yep.
All right, where are you taking a lap to?
I just want to take a walk around the actual like ballroom that we're in. Basically looking for, are there any other rooms that people are going to?
Okay.
Looking to see like, is anybody anything out of place? Like, it'll have to be obviously out of place because I don't know what I'm looking for, but that's a 1.
Oh, wait, don't you have lucky?
I do. I'm a halfling. That's a 19 plus 7, 26. Let's go.
Okay, so
Halflings are broken. Play them in all your races.
well,
Games.
Stop. While you were captivated when you first walked in, the like hallway, you didn't even look like left or right. You just saw big bright chandelier, and you're like, "Ooh, people are dancing."
Right.
Distractions. Walking kind of like out of that doorway that leads to the giant ballroom, you do happen to see like the sitting area that you kind of just like went straight through, where there are groups of people sit and gathering, like having like espresso and coffee. And there is another stairway that kind of goes up and winds upstairs, that there seems to be like servants kind of going up and down from, and there seems to be other guests coming down from. There's a hallway on the other side, like on the right hand side. So the stairs are on the left, hallway on the right hand side, where there's other people kind of like mingling around that entryway, and there's a lot of like servants coming from that area. So there are other areas you can go to, you just haven't explored
Okay.
to know whether they are off limits or not.
Okay.
Going around the other way of the other side of the ballroom, you do hit that back door balcony, and it like opens up to like a full blown like courtyard with a water fountain, like the whole garden party-esque scene of very nice floral garden that opens up into a hedge mage, and you're like, where the fuck did this come from? We're in the center of goddamn town.
Right.
So that whole like whimsical, high fantasy cliche.
Right. Got you. Okay. I really want to go check out that hedge mage, but I don't want to get that far away. So I'll just pop into the sitting room and kind of see what's going on in there. And just go in there like I'm going to get a cup of espresso and just see what I see and what I notice
Okay.
on the way in.
You see a high ponytail, blonde hair, white half mask, black attire, like suit and tie attire. Good evening, sir.
Evening.
May I offer you a coffee or espresso?
Coffee would be lovely.
Would you like cream and sugar?
Please.
Would you like lavender cream or honey cream or just plain cream?
The honey would be great.
1 or 2 sugar cubes.
2, please.
Very well. I shall return momentarily. She walks down the right-hand side. Yeah. Down that hallway, and then comes back later with a mug with a spoon just magically being stirred, and presents it to you. My sir.
Thank you.
Cup is warm, so it's not like hot to touch, and you gotta take your first sip, and it's soothing, calming. It's weird. Like coffee and espresso should like wake you up. This is very much relaxing you. And it's not like piping hot, but it doesn't taste like it's been sitting.
Gotcha.
So like it's the perfect temperature to drink and have like a sipping conversation with. And she looks at you and she's like, "May I get you anything else, sir?"
No, this will be more than enough. Thank you.
As you are. And she goes to someone else. Sitting there, you can kind of see just out the front door, and there is, you can see that the line's just wrapping around, like down the roads, and a lot of people are being turned away, and you see people trying to make a mad dash through, like, the gates and, like, hitting a barrier, like a magical barrier,
Okay.
and bouncing back and being escorted off the premise.
Okay.
It looks like it might be about like 8 o'clock at this point. And you hear the music stop. I'm not going to stop our music for sake of pushing buttons. The music stops, and you hear a voice just comes like it's coming from every single room of the house, but it's not like overbearing. "Ladies and gentlemen, the mistress would like to welcome you to her nightly masquerade, and will be making her appearance momentarily. Please, continue to enjoy yourselves, but approach the back balcony in 30 minutes' time for her appearance." And the music starts back up.
Do the servants make any kind of move?
They still stand there. And you see a group of other servants kind of walk towards the back balcony carrying crates.
Can I join them?
What are you going to do with your tray?
Is it full or is it empty?
It's full.
Fuck.
You scared people away
I
from
did
you.
scare people away. How fast are they moving?
They're not running, but they're moving like a brisk walk.
Can I like run to a bathroom, flush it down, or like toss it in whatever toilet hole, and then come out and help with the crates?
You can certainly try.
I really want to get close to this lady, so I can. No, okay. I'll run to the bathroom. I'm gonna change back to Ferdinand.
So you go to leave, and the elf glides up to you. Where are you going?
You don't want to know.
You're not supposed to leave the floor.
I wink.
What the fuck does that mean?
Better question. How do you see it with the mask on?
I
Elf's got X-ray vision.
and then I hold my position again until he turns around, and then I want to stealth and sneak to the bathroom, or try to.
Roll stealth at disadvantage.
Disadvantage
Because you already tried to make a move.
That's true. Which one of you are gonna be
People
nice to
are
me?
sus!
People are sus.
Of this imposter.
$22.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Cool. Easily enough, you manage to put your tray on a table and walk. You don't find a bathroom, but you do find a room that is empty, and just drop your disguise.
And then I will come out and can I tail the people with the crates?
Oh yeah, there are people following behind them.
Okay.
Yeah. Ironically enough, though, the people on the dance floor don't stop dancing.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm looking to follow these
Follow the box.
follow the box.
What's in the box?
Because if I fits,
Are you a cat? Are you a tabaxi?
no,
Are you a lion?
no.
Then you do not sit.
Liaison.
Yes, liaison.
Well, if I fits,
A leonid.
If you're a liaison to the box company.
So I'm just gonna tail them until
Okay.
wherever. I also want to do so stealthily.
Roll another stuff.
Can I be making my way back to the where Barnabus and them are?
Yeah. Yeah. That's easy to do now because there's people
27.
moving. Yeah, you follow the people in the box. Like so closely that one of them has to turn and be like, "Can I help you?"
I was stealth.
I'm aware.
Oh, they saw me?
I am very aware that you were stealth.
Oh no. And Ferdinand is gonna say, nope. And continue following.
Okay. You do kind of take a few steps back. And they set the box down, they stand around it.
I'm gonna casually lean against a wall next to them
Okay.
and act cool.
So you managed to find like one of those when you're like going down the stairs, like pillars. that
Yeah.
are, like in between like one set of stairs and the next set.
Right.
But you find the one at the very bottom of where they're at because they kind of walked down the like balcony area into like a grassy area.
Is this near the back balcony?
Yeah, this is outside the back balcony.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And what are the rest of you doing?
I suppose I was just standing around watching people while I waited on Quinner to come back from his walk.
So you do notice a large group of people like starting to move outside except for everyone on the dance floor.
They have the most delicious coffee.
Oh God. Oh, but it's soothing coffee.
I'm just really testing the limits of this mic and seeing what all we can actually do with it with sound effects wise. So
Yeah.
Did you hear the announcement?
yes, I guess it played everywhere.
Would I see them outside?
They're not outside yet.
Oh. Are you outside?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I could have
I
sworn
just
you went
walked
like.
back over.
Oh, you walked back over. Okay.
Yep.
Suppose we should make our way to the courtyard?
I would think so. Have you seen the others?
I thought Gerty was still with us.
No, Gerty was out on the dance floor. Remember?
No, Gerty came back and talked.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gerty's here.
Yeah, I'll just
No idea
go with you
what
guys
you're
out to the
doing.
courtyard.
Maybe he also went out there.
I'm sure if he gets into trouble,
Well, no.
So you guys are staying inside?
we are making our
Way.
way to the courtyard.
Yep.
Cool.
Making our way.
We would like to see the entrance of the lady.
So you make your way outside, and you hear the music just as loud as it was inside as you can outside. Groups gathered on the balcony area and the like little bits below. You see a group of servants standing around a box, and Ferdinand kind of posted up, leaning on one of the pillars down on the bottom stair step.
And he gives you like one of those upward nods.
You hear a loud bang and look up, and fireworks are scattering over through the sky of various colors, sizes, and shapes. Loud explosions. You are looking up, and you keep watching this firework display that continues on for about 15 minutes. And you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my chateau. Thank you for being gracious guests this evening and bringing such joy and wealth to the community I am your host. And you turn around and she is acrobating down from a hot air balloon. And midway through her acrobatics on a silk violet rope, she pulls the acrobatic suit in half, and this elaborate full-length ball gown that is this deep navy blue with silver undertones and a half a mask covering her face of silver coloring and embroidered silver and navy designs. Covers her face. The skin is very, very dark, to the point where it looks like it has hues of red. Long, ebony hair, like half bun up in like full curls down, and like a silver hair piece pinned in as she lands on the roof. Please continue to make yourself feel at home. The masquerade must go on as we continue this late into the evening. Enjoy the show, enjoy the food, enjoy the company. As I get to know each one of the community a little bit better. And she raises her hand above her head and snaps her fingers, and she vanishes from the roof. Everyone around you applauds. And you hear groups talk around, and like, that was even better than yesterday's entrance. How does she do it? You manage to see her appear on that little box, and the guards help her down.
Can I, sleight of hand, slip a tooth into her? Does her dress have pockets?
You have
tell me
no
if it
idea.
does. Can I try to slip it into a potential pocket or any kind of pocket she may have? I'll do. If I'm even capable, I'll even try to do it in her bosom, like in cleavage. I just anywhere that I can slip this thing in.
How do you get close to her? Because she's surrounded by her servants.
So, I would while the servants are all attending to her, I know I can only sneak up so close before they have to notice me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try to sneak up and try to be an adoring fan and be like, "Oh my God, it's you!" And then just kind of toss it in her general direction to see if I can catch it anywhere in her clothing.
Ferdinand's been a fun character. I'm gonna miss him.
Okay, for context, this is an eerie token.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Because you're a hex boy. That's right.
Yeah, so this is for viewing. So this is going to be as long as I'm within 10 miles, I can enter a trance as an action, and I can see and hear from the token as long as while it's in 10 miles. So
Okay. Roll stealth to see how close you can get up.
okay. That is a 27.
Okay. Yeah, you get up real close. Their backs are turned to you. They're tending to her, making sure she gets off the crate very easily, and she's talking with one of them in various hushed tones. You get right up there, and you catch the last bit, and she's like, "Make sure that they are escorted off the premises into the secluded room." As you say, "Oh my God, it's you," and you throw your tooth. Roll me a dexterity.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay. Just straight dexterity.
Straight dex.
Okay.
Is he within 30 feet of us?
No.
Well, you're on your home, kid.
23.
23? Let's see. Yeah, easily enough. You somehow manage to like time that just right to where they look up, the tooth is going at a downward trajectory and lands smack dab in the middle of her bosoms unknown.
Perfect.
So
And then I compose myself as if they're not like trying to.
they step around her like they're like, "Can we help you?"
Oh, sorry, I just got very overexcited. I'm sorry, and like I do the hand wave, like, oh my god, I can't believe it's a celebrity or whatever.
Boys, it's okay. It must be your first time, no?
Yes, it is.
Please tell me about yourself.
Oh, I can't. Not to someone. Oh my god, I can't. And then I run away, blushing.
Okay, roll performance.
Okay. Oh god. Get this one out real quick. Oh no. It's 5. It was bound to happen.
No, it did.
Colton, come here. Oh no. So you try to run away, and the biggest one grabs you, and she gets real close to your face. She says, "That was rude." I said, "Tell me about yourself."
Are we watching this happen?
You can roll perception to see if it works.
Oh god. What have I done?
It's a 26.
You do see Ferdy get picked up and grabbed.
He's dead.
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
Ferdinand.
Who's dead?
I just
Let's wait a minute. See if he can talk his way out of it.
pretty sure he talked his way into it.
Ferdinand will like. He's gonna seem very caught off guard. Like, how did this happen? Oh my goodness! But then he'll try to compose himself and say, well, my name is Ferdinand, and I'm just a little goblin who, and try to like play it off as if he's terrified because he kind of actually is.
No, my sweet little goblin. You are going to be my companion for the night. And if you leave my side, there will be drastic consequences. And that is where we will pick up next time.
Oh God!
You're like, I think he can talk his way out of it. I'm like, yeah, no, everything looks like it's going good. Like, he's in with her. Everything's great.
Everything's great.
All right, so
Mission accomplished, man.
I need sanity checks from everyone, please.
6.
6.
5.5. 5.5 to 5.
Okay. Whoever wants to go next.
Barnabus is having a good time so far.
Good times. All right. Brittany?
Like a 7, 7.5.
7, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say Quinner's at a 7. Like, is he uncomfortable being at a high society event? Yes. Is it anything compared to the last 2 places we went? Absolutely not.
Good. We're doing what we need to
I
do.
don't like that.
All right. Good cliffhanger.
It is. Turns out I did not need to throw this thing over there because I'm going to be with her and seeing.
But now you
What's
can see
happening?
inside her bosom.
That's true. I'll trance and see
Boobies!
boobies.
Welcome to the Renaissance Fair. What are you excited for? Turkey legs, jousts,
Show me them titties.
titties.
So, all right. I think I await to see how this goes on the mics.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. This has been our first recording ever.
Practice recording, take 1
Bye.
of to be dicey decisions.
Yeah. So say goodbye, everybody.
Here's hoping our voices are recognizable because we did not say who was who.
That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
It's whatever. We'll know. We'll know.
I
No.
mean, this is the practice run. This isn't really one
Yeah.
that's like, okay, we need to make sure we do these things. Like,
Right.
we need to have an introduction next time. We need to be like, hi, my name is blah blah blah, and I play blah blah blah, or I'm the DM.
Yeah,
And
because we just jumped right into it, like
yeah,
no biggie.
but we
But
also
it's like
wasted like an hour doing
Yeah, we
like
did.
tests and setup. So
Later, like
think
a
next
pilot
time.
for Patreon or something, by then they probably will know our voices, or at least kind of know who is who a little bit.
yeah,
it'll be
Yeah.
a fun little bonus for.
I'd say
anyone who's
I've
listening.
heard different D&D things do it different ways. Like some of them will do the full introduction before every single one. Some will just go straight into that episode, and then they'll do credits at the end and going, this person was this, and this person was this, and this person was this. So
Character introductions for each of our characters.
yeah. At least for this like little Patreon session, like this is the campaign that got us started down this
Yeah.
rabbit hole and made us make bad decisions.
I mean, we can always like tack on a little audio clip before this, and
Yeah.
be like, here's the context, and then play the unedited raw version. of our very
Yeah.
first.
I also figure that we will do like each individual like story recap for
Yeah.
each player.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop
So.
the recording. Say bye.
Bye.